Welcome to The Private Eye. This is the show that gets to look at the trends that are happening in the entertainment, political, business, and technological fields and drawing parallels to how they affect you, the university student. I will be your host, Kimani Shege. Today we start off with politics, but before we go too far, here is Harrison Masharia with more.
With more and more church leaders getting into politics, the trend has even caught up with campus politics.
Bishop Margaret Wanjiru is one of the most notable names when it comes to this, and she seems to be trailblazing as more and more church leaders, especially in campuses, get to follow suit. In Daystar University, especially the Nairobi campus has had to trend for a number of years, where the fellowship chair gets to dip their foot in the political waters. I caught up with a few students from Athi River campus, and this is what they had to say.
So for politics and religion, I feel like you should choose one of them that you're comfortable with. It doesn't mean that if you choose DUSA over DCF that you're meant to be more of DUSA than DCF. I mean, if you're a political personality, then your religion is still intact. As long as you maintain your religion and your belief and your faith, I feel like it's okay.
I do not think you can separate the church from politics, if you would want to call it that way. I do not again subscribe to one who is a pastor, for that matter, again, getting into politics.
I caught up with the resident chaplain Daystar University Athi River campus and the former DUSA president Nairobi campus, and this is what they had to say concerning that matter.
Leaders within the church are predominantly priestly leaders. Those are not political operatives at all, and it is not right for them to therefore enter the political territory. In my own backyard at Daystar Nairobi, there has been a trend where people join CU for the express purpose of having come from CU, then to join DUSA. Now you see what that does is that it defiles the church, it defiles the sanctity of the temple.
Any religious leader whose office is clearly defined and they are sure of their calling, for me, I do not support them going for political positions, just for a simple reason, because they already have identified their calling. And when I check through the scriptures, there is no given time that any person in the times of writing the Bible and the history of Israelites, that we had a king who was also a prophet, or a king who was also a priest. Those offices were distinct.
Leadership authority comes from God, be it in politics or in the church. Reporting for The Private Eye, I am Harrison Masharia.
Alright, today we are joined by the DUSA President Aspirant Paul Ogolla. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, straight to things. You have served in the ministry, the DCF ministry here at Daystar University as the missions team vice chair, yes? What makes you think that you, as now the student, what makes you think you'll be qualified to run for now this DUSA president post?
Wow, that is a very good question, Mr. Paul. Very many people have asked me the same, but I tell them one thing that I will also share with you today. Allow me to derive it a bit backward. Many people think that when you serve, especially in Daystar University, when you serve under DCF, then when to aspire to serve under DUSA, then you have backslided as a Christian. And that's a notion that I want to help us eradicate from our mentality. Serving God under politics does not mean that somebody is backslided. It just means that you want to serve God in another dimension. Now, I served God fervently and passionately under DCF, and my fruits are evident. I joined the fellowship when we were 60. I'm now leaving the office when we are 150 plus. That's an achievement which I bless the Lord for the grace. And the Bible directs me where I got my revelation to serve in DUSA. Luke 12:48. The scripture says that to whom much is given, much is expected. And that is my directory that gives me mandate to serve under DUSA.
Alright, very interesting. Politics is a dirty game, as many people say that, and I like the way you said you're not backsliding as a Christian, but we do realize that politics is a dirty game. What are now the things, don't you think you'll be tainted as a Christian?
I know, and I'm prepared for it, and I've also had some taking place as for now, that the ladies that have been counseling here in the office, they are now turning around that I've been counseling them and sleeping with them at the same time. Now I call them because the Bible says that a good name is better than gold and silver. So I call them to openly rebuke me, rather tell me where I went wrong. No one was bold enough to point a finger at me. And I was found clean because my credentials, my age cannot allow me to do that. You get it? So I'm prepared for the right here. Why? I keep on seeing errors in our midst. That is what has made us Christians go wrong. We see things happening negatively, but we don't take action because we are scared. That's the right here.
Now, there's something you've said about counseling and all that, and from that I derive you're a person who actually is quite emotional and you like taking up things with your whole heart. Don't you think that will be your downfall, especially as a president? Don't you think that would affect you as a president from making objective decisions?
If I recapitulate a bit, just to pardon me, I did say that I'm holding them within me. I had them and I had to address them. I iron them amicably. That is me. It makes me be me.
Maybe you've not understood me. What I mean is, like, not really holding them in, but allow me to even use Kiswahili. Kubeba vitu, I don't know how to put it. Like, you really carry things with the whole of your heart, and you're not really you're taking the problem and going with it and really carrying it, and taking it almost as if it's personally. I don't know.
This is the understanding. When it comes to ministry, it is white and black. You put things transparently and you address them as you forge ahead. When it comes to politics, you don't have to approach things head on, because there are some who will set a trap for you. If you face them head on, you get yourself fixed in a corner. So I don't think it will challenge me. In fact, the mission platform has given me ability to meet different people with different temperamentals, that I know how to approach who, and I know how to handle what matters at hand.
And just even thinking about this still on matters to do with emotions, I talked to a few people, a number of people, and at times there are those, no one is perfect. I do have my weaknesses, everyone has their weaknesses. And when I asked them about weaknesses, they said some of them actually stated that you might have a short fuse, especially with things that really some may consider petty.
I don't believe I'm petty. What I know is I'm straightforward. If something is wrong, it is wrong whether we pampered it how many times. So I like it when things are straight. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm pursuing perfection. That is why people who feel that I'm petty, they don't augur well with the platform that I'm laying them. So that we just do away with the tattoo-tainted nature of our school. You get it? Yeah. Enough is enough with the status quo, where things are happening on a daily basis in the same system. And I want to give us opportunity that we iron these petty issues, which when we don't iron them, at the end of the day, they become bigger issues. Then they sabotage us academically, socially, then we go out half-baked students.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
Pleasure to have you, sir.
We've heard what Paul Ogash had to say, but here is what the community has to say.
Guys, welcome to the Private Eye with me. It's Mickey Pele, yours truly. Of course, here we always have something interesting to talk about, and here today we are talking about the Christian leaders, or rather Christians, infringing themselves into the political arena, especially Christian leaders. Let's talk to a few people here about that and see what's their opinion about this particular issue. Hey!
What up?
How you doing?
So close though.
Ooh, so close, okay.
Thank you.
Is that spot okay?
Yeah,
Let's
that's
show your
perfect.
good side.
That is my good side. Just like, hey, Dimple.
Amazing stuff. So what's your name?
Stella. My name is Stella Kibuti.
Stella. So tell us, what's your opinion about Christian leaders infringing themselves into the political arena? Political. It sounded almost Hindu.
I don't really know what to think. Really, I feel like it will either corrupt them or they'll bring a new aspect to it. But at the same time, I feel like religious leaders tend to impose their beliefs on everyone. Like you need to follow this route specifically, and like a religious walk is different for every single person. So. I don't know, win, lose in every situation, I guess.
Okay, amazing stuff. Thank you so much, Stella.
No
Continue
props.
watching The Private Eye. We are going to find another person who has another comment probably about this particular issue. Hey,
Hi.
laptop chick, how you doing?
I'm fine. What's
So tell
up?
us, what's your name?
Modesta.
Modesta. Ooh,
Yeah.
nickname love.
Thanks.
So tell us, what's your opinion of Christian leaders infringing themselves into the political arena? You know, infringing is a big word.
Yeah.
Let me break it down for you. Putting themselves there. An example is Bishop Margaret Wanjiru. What do you think about such leaders and them infringing themselves or putting themselves out there as far as politics is concerned?
I'm thinking it's good and bad at the same time. You know, they're trying to show that Christians can also be leaders, but they should also be not to put themselves too much in the limelight, so that they ask God for guidance. It's not meant for you. It's not meant. Shut up.
Amazing stuff. Thank you so much, Modesta and Stella, who have given us their opinion of what they think about Christian leaders infringing themselves into the political arena. It's Mickey Pele.
Majina poa bana. Sawa, niko karibu. Wewe,
David harakisha unatuchelewesha.
Ukiwa na sawa.
Sawa shawa au shawa sawa. Sawa.
Introducing Sour Bathing Soap from Pwani. It's so sour, you'll want to shower for hours.
A leader is one who knows the way, shows the way, and goes the way. That's all the time that we had for you on this episode of The Private Eye. Do remember to join us for the next one. I've been your host, Kimani Shege.